Hey guys, let's see what we are going to solve in this video. Right, I'll just read the problem for you. Beng Huat scored an average of 84 marks for the first 4 science tests in a term. Then he sat for 2 more tests and his average score for all the 6 tests was 79 marks. What were his marks for each of the last 2 tests if he did better in one by 5 marks? Right? Got it? Okay, so let's solve this problem. Yeah? First, let's write down what is given in the problem. Right? So he wrote first 4 tests. Right? And the average is what? 84. Right? So 4 tests, average is what? 84 marks. And then he wrote 2 more tests, which becomes, the total number of tests becomes 6. And then for the 6 tests, the average is what? 79 marks. And the question is, what were his marks for each of the last 2 tests if one test he gained 5 marks more than the other one, right? So last 2 tests, right? If we say the mark as M, we don't know, that's what we are going to find, right? So let's say assume marks as M, small m, right? So in that case, test 1 he gained M marks and test 2 he gained how much? M plus 5, because in one test he gained M marks, some mark, right? And in the second one he gained 5 marks more than the previous test among these last 2 tests, yeah, from these 2, right? Yeah, so this is what is given in the problem, right? So now let's solve the problem one by one. Let's find out what is the total mark for the 4 tests, right? So first what we are going to find is, for these 2 tests, how much mark he gained. That's what we are going to find first, yeah? And then from there we will find out the marks for each test, yeah? So for that, what we need to do is, we need to find the total marks for the 4 test papers, the tests, yeah? So total for 4 tests, right? For that, what we need to do? Average is 84, right? But for all the 4 tests, what we need to do to find the total marks? We need to multiply. Yes, exactly, right? 4 times 84. How much will that become? 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 1, 33. 336 marks, right? Now we need to find the total for 6 tests. Total for the 6 tests as well. So for that, 6 times 79, right? We need to just multiply the 79 with the 6, right? And then that will become 6 times 9 is what? 54. And then 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 5, 47. 474, right? So that is the mark for the 6 subjects. 6 tests, right? Got it? So now the marks for the additional 2 tests. See, 4 he got this much marks, and then for 6 he got this much marks. Then what will be the 2 subjects marks? What do we need to do for that? Quick. Total for 2 tests. What we need to do? Quick. Yes, very good. 6 tests minus 4 tests. The total, right? The total of 6 tests minus 4 tests, which is 474 minus 336, right? As I always say, for this kind of things, I don't use calculator, and I would encourage you also don't use calculators. Even if you get it wrong for the first time, it's fine, right? You're training your brain to do calculations in your brain, so that you don't depend yourself on the calculator. So let's do that. 4 74336, right? So here we take 1 from 7 to this 4, so 14 minus 6 is 8, right? Here we have how much? 6 minus 3 3, and then here 4 minus 3 1, right? So it is how much? 138, right? 138 marks for the 2 subjects. You see here, we know that the mark is M. We don't know it for the last 2 subjects. Total is 138, but we don't know how much each test he got, right? In each test he got. So what do? We know that test 1 plus test 2, this one, is this much, right? So let's find what is M first, right? Okay, for that, what do? Test 1 plus test 2, M plus 5, right? M plus from test 1 comma test 2, we get that M plus 5 is equals to 138, right? So this is the marks for the total 2 tests, right? Total marks for the 2 tests. So M plus 5 is equals to 138. So now here M plus M is 2M plus 5 is equals to 138. Now 2M is equals to how much? 138 minus 5, right? Got it, right? Yeah, because we have to find 2M, we just subtract the 5 from 138. Now M is equals to how much? In that case it will be, this one is equal to what? 133, right? 133. So in this case M is equals to 133 divided by 2, which becomes how much? If we cancel it, like 1 times 2 is 2, here 6 times 2 is 12, remainder is 1, 13 again, 6 times 2 is 12, again we have 1 remainder, and then if you have to put the decimal number, then 10, so 5, right? 5 times 2 is 10, so this one becomes 66.5, right? So M is equals to 66.5 marks. Now, is that what we need to find? No, we have to substitute these values in the marks, right? We have to find these 2 equations we have to substitute. So test 1 is directly M. So M is what? 66.5. So answer 1 is, right? Test 1, yeah, the mark is equals to 66.5 marks. Or we can just use the number itself. So that is the answer 1. Now answer 2 is what? M plus 5. Test 2, M plus 5. So test 2 equals to 66.5 plus 5, right? Which becomes how much? If you add, right, 6 plus 5, 11, and then, right, okay, let's add it here, 6.5, we're going to add 5. See, this is a whole number, right? What it means is 5.0, right? Just because there is no decimal values given after this, you don't just add the 5 to this 5, yeah? This is a whole number, so you have to start writing the whole number again, at the bottom of the whole number, wherever the whole number starts. Yeah, so this means 5.0. So if you add them together, this one is after the decimal, it is 5, and then this 6 plus 5 is 11, for which we put 1, and then 6 plus 1 is 7, which is 71.5. So test 2, he got how much? 71.5 marks. Easy, guys? Yeah, got it, right? Yeah, so you just need to pay a little attention on what you need to do with the question, right? Because in the question also there is a clue given, right? That's it for this video, guys, and thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Yeah.